Hey guys, Sean Terry here. So, all right, we're in Gia's office. She is one of our acquisition specialists, and she has this duplex in Las Vegas that we're going to call and see if he actually picks up the phone. She had an initial call with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Robert, and had his initial call with Robert, gathered some information, and now we're going to attempt to get him back on the phone and close him with some additional information. So the interesting thing is the guy owes $130. What we're going to try to do is have him seller finance, keep the $130,000 in place, and the goal is to give him minimal cash as possible. Now he wants $160 plus, right? If that means $130, $160, we're gonna have to give them essentially $30,000, which we don't want to do. We want to have the least amount of down possible, and we want to have the longest term possible on the $130, and we want to have the least payments so we can create cash flow. Now the good thing is his mortgage payment, and I'll verify this, is $700. And both units are good. One is renting for $1,000, and the other one's been gutted and essentially could rent for $1,000. So you got $2,000 in income, $700 in payments. That's $1,300 in income, which is huge, right? So if we can get seller finance, get a minimal down, then this could be a smoking deal. So what we're going to do now is she's going to attempt to call Robert, get him on the line, have a quick conversation with him, and turn the phone over to me, and I'm going to see what I can do with this guy.
Hi, Robert. It's Gia. I know we just spoke. Hi. I know we just spoke a little bit ago, and I wanted to actually take your property to the owner of our company and kind of run it by him. And so do you have a couple of minutes to talk with him? His name is Sean, and he wanted to go over everything with you.
Sure.
That's awesome. Okay, just one moment.
Sure.
Sean, this is Robert.
Hey, Robert, how are you?
I'm still kicking.
You're still kicking? You're still kicking. But not as high. Sounds good. Well, I wanted to talk to you because we love duplex and we love Las Vegas. And so where are you living?
Well, I live in up by Decatur and Charleston.
Okay. Decatur and Charleston.
I live in Vegas.
Oh, you live in Vegas? Okay. Yeah, we're in Phoenix. I love Vegas. But let's go. So how long have you owned the property?
Almost 20 years.
20 years. And so you bought it when you were 20?
I wish.
So back then, so what made you actually buy it?
I'm 73 now.
You're 73? Wow. You sound a lot younger than your age.
Thank you.
So what made you buy? So you're 53 years old. What made you buy it at 53?
Tell you the truth, what happened is I got a little windfall. They sold the marshmallow factory, and when we found out, nobody wanted to lose their job. But when we found out when they were buying it that they were giving us $6 a share, we said, "Okay, sell the company, and we'll buy something." And that's what I did.
Really? So you were in the marshmallows?
Well, I'm a musician. Is what I came to Vegas to do. That's what I've been doing for the last almost 50 years here.
Are you a singer? What do you play?
I'm a drummer.
You're a drummer. Oh, so funny. Well, because Gia's husband, which our families go way back, but Gia's husband is a drummer. What's the name of the band?
No idea.
Yep.
No Idea Band.
No idea is the name of the band. But yeah, her husband is a great. And my daughter, I got a 16-year-old daughter who is a singer, and so we got a lot of musicians in the family, which are good. So yeah, which I love it. So is there a place up in Vegas next time I go up there where I can watch you play?
Yeah, I work at Casa de Amor. It's an Italian restaurant.
Oh, you do? Casa dell'Amore. Okay, and you play drums there. It's an Italian restaurant. I love Italian. And Gia is Italian, if you didn't know. So guess what? We're gonna have to take a trip up to Vegas and get some Italian food and listen to Robert play drums. That sounds pretty fun. All right. So why do you want to sell this beautiful duplex?
73 years old, and if I can get some money out of it and save on having to collect rent, which isn't a big deal because they're real good. I'm not really into selling it, but I told you I was interested in your marketing since you took a picture of it. You borrowed it from Google.
We borrowed it from Google. Yeah, I did not drive by, but we Google did.
Perfect. Yeah, excellent.
Is this the only property you own, or do you own others?
I just sold a couple.
Did you really? You didn't call us?
What? I had a fourplex and another house, but that was the problem with the LLC. When I sold the fourplex, I was so glad to get rid of that. I closed the LLC.
Gotcha.
And didn't take out the 20-year-old house that was in it.
Wow.
Believe
well, yeah. We can that LLC we can fix. All we got to do is go. We can have the title company up there just reinstate it. There might be a fee to reinstate it, but yeah, we can overcome that. Okay, so Gia's. So let me ask you a question, right? So you're collecting rents on it. And I'm trying to get the rental picture on this property, right? So you got 2 units. You got 1 unit that's, I think, and I'm guessing roughly 1,000 square feet or 800 square feet.
Well, it's about 800. Yeah, the 2-bedroom, 1 bath is about 800.
Okay, and that one's currently rented.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's that rented for?
That's written for 1,000.
So that's 1,000 a month, a 2-bed, 1 bath, and is that a month to month, or is there a
month to month, right?
Month.
They're actually trying to put together a deal.
Oh, they are for you.
Yeah, they want to buy it, but I told them if they came up with enough money, I'd carry it for them.
Yeah, perfect.
Because that's the problem.
Right. Coming up with the money, of course. Now the other unit, how many? That's a 1-1.
Yeah, it's listed as a mother-in-law's quarter, but it is a 1-1.
So 1-1, and how many square feet is that? Do you have any idea?
That's about 530.
530 square feet. And let me ask you a question: what would that rent for if it was fixed up?
If it was fixed up completely in that area right there, no problem. You probably get 500.
So $500 a month. Okay.
In that area.
In that area. And how would you classify that area? Like on a scale of 1 to 10 on
1 to 10, it's a 4.5.
So 4.5 at a scale of 1 to 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a rough area, and it's getting cleaned up now because of all the stuff that's going on around it. But when I first bought it, it was a real rough area.
Gotcha. So we're starting to clean it up. Okay.
Yeah, it's a lot better.
And what would we have to do to get that 1 unit in rentable condition, that 530 square feet?
It needs the bathroom redone, and it needs the kitchen redone.
Okay.
Yeah, bathroom, and it's a small bathroom. It's just it's an ancient shower that was in there because it was it's out of the 50s.
Okay.
So you have to just put a whole unit in there. Already self-contained. You know how they are now. They're not. You can just buy a shower.
Right. Yeah. You just buy a shower and just put it in there. Okay. So what about the kitchen, the countertops, the electric and plumbing and all that?
All the plumbing and electric, everything's fine. All it needs is a new counter, sink, and a stove and refrigerator. That's it.
So about $10,000, you'd say $10,000.
Roughly that.
Yeah.
Now, in $10,000,
that's what we had planned to spend on it. $10,000.
Okay, good. So we're in the ballpark. All right. So the 800 square feet, that's the renting for 1,000. What do you believe needs to be done in that unit?
Nothing.
So it's mint.
Unless you wanted to sell it. Do you want to rent it, or are you going to sell it? If you're going to sell it, fix up the bathroom and kitchen.
Well, we want to get the highest rents possible in the neighborhood. So, do you think 1,000 is the highest rents possible? Or do you think there's room for a bump on that?
There's Yeah, I think that's about it. It's ceiling.
So that's max? Wow, that's pretty good. So actually I meet a lot of landlords, especially that have properties like they don't keep up with the rent. So you've actually pushed it to the max. That's pretty good. Okay. Well, good job with that.
No, it would even be better if the little one was rented. That would bring 15 in, but
Right.
you have to put out the 10.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Gia's telling me you owe $130. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay, and on the $130, you have payments of $700 a month. Is that correct?
That's it.
Okay, and is that $700 including taxes and insurance, or is that just the mortgage payment?
That's everything.
That's everything. Okay, so essentially it could bring in $1,500, right? And you have $700. So that's actually pretty good cash flow right out of the gate, right there. So you just invest the 10. Yeah, so you invest the 10, get it cleaned up, then you can rent that for $500, and then you get a pretty good property. Probably get these guys on longer term leases a little bit. Okay, and so when I'm looking at properties that are selling in the same area, it's kind of all over the board. Do you have an idea of what the thing is worth in the current condition?
In the current condition, it's probably worth about, without that house, I'd say about 100.
So it's worth about 100 in the current condition. Okay. And
so you wanted to rent it. Am I correct? You're not going to sell it, you're going to rent it?
Yes. Yeah. So the play on this thing would be to buy it, put the 10 grand in, and essentially rent it out, because you could get some pretty good cash flow on the property in that particular situation. So it'd be done. But current condition,
when I bought it, I turned it into Section 8, which was fantastic. Well, it's Section 8 for veterans.
Right.
And
yeah. Right. And you're a veteran too, right?
No.
Oh, you're not? Okay. I'm a veteran.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for saying.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, you did something for it. So yeah, I've actually done Section 8 properties before, and they are actually good. They go and inspect the properties, they keep them clean, and you got obviously guaranteed rents are coming in every month. That definitely helps. Okay, so here's the thing. You say you owe 130, but you say it's worth in its current condition 100. So how much cash are you looking to get out of it?
I'm looking to get 140, 160. Between 140 and 160 out of it. If I stick my money into it and do it, and I go partners with the lady that's there, that's renting. Yeah. Like I said, okay. I'm in no hurry to get out of it as long as they keep doing what they've been doing.
Sure.
And she didn't even want me to rent the place next door, because I used to rent that one, the 2-bedroom 1-bath, for $750, and then the other one for $400. But she said she'd take it all and give me the money, and and it's always been that way. And she rents due today, and I pick it up tonight at 8.
Gotcha. Okay, so you owe the 130, and is that 130 an FHA loan, or is that conventional?
It's conventional.
Okay, it's conventional. Okay, so so you're saying if we got you $10,000 cash, right, and we basically, and you didn't have to worry about the $130,000 loan, and we were going to put in the $10,000 and clean up the property, and we were going to rent it out, and you could walk away clean on this thing with $10,000 cash in your pocket, without paying real estate commissions, without paying closing costs, without paying any fees, without having to pay any fees to the title company to close it and stuff like that. Would that be acceptable?
Not 10.
Okay. So not 10.
Yeah, because the reason being is if I just sit around and just collect, I'm in the black in it.
Right.
Just at $1,000, and I'm in the black, and there's nothing for me to really worry about. The agreement I have with them, if anything goes wrong, they fix it. That's why I've never raised their rent. I don't do anything. I mean, their air conditioner went out and they fixed it.
Right. Really?
So everything is that's the.
You sound like a very smart, savvy business person. I mean, you sold your other properties for fourplex, and you got this one, and now they're paying everything, and they're paying max rent, and they're paying everything. So that's pretty darn good.
If you check out the neighborhood, that's what I advise you. If you're not from town, check out. And I think Gia's did a little bit on it. It's a rough neighborhood, and a lot going on down there. As far as real estate, people trying to do things, and
sure. Yeah, we buy all over the country. Actually, we're in escrow on a 356 unit property it's a student housing project over in Oklahoma that we're closing on here. Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than this, but these type of properties are great because they can just, once you get it cleaned up, once you get, some good people in there, they'll just produce, $1,200 to $1,500 a month cash flow, And
I'm telling you, the people on that end of town, that's the one thing. They don't buy, they love to rent.
Right. Well, here's the thing. So 10,000 obviously you want more than 10,000, but the issue is it's worth 100, and I know you don't have a lot of time. So what's the minimum? What
the issue with that property is that for me to get rid of it, I need a lot of money in my pocket. Because I can just hold on to it, and as long as it stays the way it is, I have no problem. I'm in the black, and everything's cool. Unless somebody comes along and dumps a bunch of cash on the table or something, and I know that's not what you do, but unless somebody does it, then I'm really not really motivated. I'm motivated to get out of it if somebody just, drop 20 grand. We'll say 20 grand. Mm-hmm. Drop 20 grand on me, and that's like 6 years, 5-6 years worth of rent.
So you're saying 20. So 20 you'd walk.
I'd walk.
Okay. So 20 you'd walk. And what would
that put you way out of your ballpark? That puts you into the 150.
Well, I mean, I get a. Let me hang out my ballpark. You hang out in your ballpark.
Okay.
Because you never know, right? Because sometimes, it depends on.
I love that.
You love that. Yeah. Even though then I'll come visit your ballpark and then we can watch a game together. Would that be good? Because I'm coming up for Italian, so you better be nice to me.
Call before because I'm the relief drummer there. There's another drummer there, and I feel in for him because he goes out on the road with another group, with a big group.
Gotcha. Okay, so you sold these other buildings. You probably got a bunch of cash from those, and you want 20,000. What are you doing with all this money? I mean, you're 73, unless you're flying around, hanging out on your private jet, and going to the Bahamas. And
to tell you the truth, all I do is play poker and race cars on Gran Torino Sport. That's it.
That sounds fun. So what type, do you play poker? Do you play Texas Hold'em?
Oh yeah, I played a lot. I started playing poker. Well, my dad was a poker player.
Really?
But we own bars. We own bars and poker rooms in California.
Really? Yeah, I love Texas Hold'em. I love watching it on TV. Love playing Texas Hold'em. Love playing in tournaments, even though they take forever.
You play here? Do you come here and go to the Venetian?
Yeah, I've come up there and played up in the high end rooms, the high roller rooms up there and stuff. We play, so I played in a couple tournaments, and I think isn't there a really cool poker room in the Bellagio?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I played there a couple times, and the problem is I go hit the poker room at 10 o'clock at night, and I don't get home till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and my wife gets mad.
I understand 100%. That's the way poker is. I mean, you get in a tournament, if you're going to stay to the end, plan on 8 hours.
Oh, at least 8 hours. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, and I've read pretty much. I love reading all the books on the poker tells and this, that, and the other and stuff. And
That's good.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Okay, so
I'm a Raz player. Do you hit the Raz?
I have not hit the Raz, but I have a friend that does, and I haven't wrapped my head around it yet. I'm not.
Oh, that's a great. See, Hold'em. Real quick, Hold'em is a game of too much luck. Hard to.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
But you get into a Raz. If your buddy's into Raz, he'll explain to you. You can read the cards. You can read the hands.
Really?
It's a lot easier to play Raz than it is Hold'em because the river changes everything.
So I'm going to have to come up there, and you're going to have to show me how to play because I'd like to learn from a pro, right? Then
Raz is the game, but they don't have Raz games here because it's too slow, I guess.
It's too slow. So where do we have to go? We have to go to your house or what?
No. I mean, there's tough Raz games in town if you can find one. Everybody's playing Hold'em.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's playing Hold'em. That's like the famous game. Okay. So let me ask you a question. So you got all this money from selling this. You're making all this money in poker, playing poker, right? So, and now you want to squeeze another 20 grand out of me on this thing right here. So what? Whoa, right? You're killing me here, Robert. So yeah, I know. So let me ask you a question. Do you need it all up front, or could you carry some of the? So if we gave you your price, right? Could you carry some of that up front? I mean, we gave you some cash down, and you carried some of that.
I'll carry the financing. Carry the.
Yeah. I mean, so we're talking. So we gave you 20. But what I'm trying to say is right. So we got 130. Right, we take over the $130,000 on the payments. Right now we got 20,000 cash. Right, so and we've got 10,000 we got to invest now to get the property back up to speed. Would you carry a portion of the 20,000? That's my question.
How much?
How much you want to do? Because you're the rich man over there in Vegas.
I'm not rich. Matter of fact, in about 20 minutes, I'm going to go play for some Alzheimer's people.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, we have a little nonprofit I put together for Alzheimer's.
Really? That's actually really nice of you. That's my wife's grandmother died of Alzheimer's. Yeah, so it was a pretty.
Music is the key to Alzheimer's.
Yeah, absolutely.
Music in a different part of the brain. And
really?
If you get a chance, write this down. Watch Alive Inside.
Alive Inside?
Yeah, watch that. It's on Alzheimer's.
Alive Inside. Is that like on Netflix or something?
You can get it on YouTube for like 99 cents and watch. It's a documentary.
Oh, YouTube documentary. Okay.
I'll tell you how screwed up it plays. We'll get back to real estate, but 65% of all Medicare, Medicaid, Medi-Cal, and everything. 65%. And you know how big 65% is?
Oh, that's huge. Yeah.
Spent on memory loss. More than cancer, more than heart, more than anything is spent because people are eating better and people are living longer. So there's more places, it's
So how do you stay so sharp?
Playing poker and driving cars.
Driving cars and playing poker?
That's me.
Cool. That's awesome. Sounds like the father that I always wanted. Well, I'm 49. I'm almost 50. So I'm trying to get these duplexes so I can hang out. When I'm 73, I can be you.
No, you'll do that better.
And drive some.
That's it.
All right. So 20K. How much can you carry?
Of the 20K?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I don't know. I'd hate to throw out a number that fast.
Could you carry 10?
how much triple net in my pocket before that?
Well, you're going to earn interest on the 10. So we get you 10. You get 10 grand cash.
Yeah,
Take the property off your hands.
years.
No, and then we do the note for the other 10,000 in 12 months. It gives me time to go in, renovate. You know real estate, right? Real estate's all about minimizing cash outflow. So I got 10,000. Right, I got 10,000 I got put in the building. I've got 10,000 I give to you, and you carry 10 for a year, right? And then at the end of the year, we pay you back the 10. Now you're good, and then we have to keep that 130,000 note for the duration. Let's call it 5 years.
That's interesting. $10 for a year. Let me sit on this for a little bit. Let me play with it. I know it's you know, these are just numbers right now. Everything, you know, I might not. I don't know. You know, I don't know if that's the payoff.
Well, unless yeah, we'll figure out the payoff. I mean, that's all can be done at title and stuff like that. They'll get the exact payoff. We can worry about the LLC. We can get that done. We can worry about the actual lease agreements and stuff like that. So the question is,
15 and I'll carry. Give me 15 and I'll carry 5.
So 15 and carry 5 and then a year for 5?
Like that.
Okay. So if I send you an offer right now for 15,000 down, we carry the 130 for 5 years and the 5,000 for a year. It's a deal. Is that correct?
The one for how long? The 130?
5 years.
You want me to carry it for 5?
Well, I mean, we're going to make the payments on it. Just keep it in place for 5 years.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, 5 years. Do 3?
If you do the deal today, I can do 3.
Send me an offer and let me look at it.
Okay. So let me clarify. We got 15,000 down, 5,000 carry for a year, right? And then it'll carry for a year, right? We'll give you market interest on that, and then the 130,000 will carry for 3 years, right? I send you that offer, right? And that will work. I can make that work. I can get it done. I can make that work. We can get it closed out. And then I'll fly up to Vegas. We'll have some Italian food, whether you're playing or not, and go get this place cleaned up and get it rented. And then now that's off your plate. You don't have to deal with it, right? And then you're done.
Right.
And then you get it closed. You get some cash, and then we become friends.
Bingo.
Does it sound fair?
Set it up. We'll talk about it.
So I got you. Listen, I've got here's my issue. I've got several other multifamily properties, but
okay.
I like you better, and I like dealing. These other guys are kind of hard butts. You know, I mean, they're you know what I mean. So I've got to send them offers too, but
you must be getting.
You send that postcard out, we get inundated with calls, right? I don't want to be inundated with calls. I like to, you know, and everybody wants to sell everything, so we got to send some offers out to the other guys. But I really would rather call them back and tell them, because I don't want to buy 10 different duplexes up there and stuff. We got duplex and triplex and multi-unit stuff. So, but Gia said great things about you. We do know the area about your property, and you seem like a really nice guy. So if I send that offer to you over, you know, are you a go?
I'm almost positive I am.
Come on, Robert.
If
You're killing me, bro. Robert.
I understand.
Listen, man, what's this? It's like, hey, I'm saying, hey, you want to get married, and you're saying,
and
right?
what about the renters that are in there?
Well, we're going to keep you only have one, right? You have one rental. You have a month to month. right? So that's $1,000 a month. We got to keep them in there while we renovate the other one.
Absolutely.
Right. So
yeah, well, let me see. I have to run it past them too, because that was my deal. As long what we did, her and I were gonna fix that little 1-bedroom up.
You don't want to do that. You're 73. You want to play poker. You don't want to fix up that place.
I don't want to do. I don't want to do that.
I know you don't.
Exactly, but I want to make sure that that she that she's okay. If I tell her, oh, I'm selling the property, and I don't know, I can't be responsible for what
Robert. So you're telling me on the other properties you sold, your fourplex, that you went back to your tenants and asked them to sell your properties?
Just this one. No, just this one. No, believe me, that fourplex and everything, that was something. That
couldn't go fast enough, right? That couldn't go fast.
Oh yeah. That I had a guy run through a wall with his car with that one.
Oh geez, that's scary.
Yeah, and then what are you gonna do? Okay, 15 in my pocket. I'll carry the
15
5.
in your pocket. Yep, carry the 5 for 1 year or less. We might pay off less. It's on or before a year. Pay interest on it. 130 carry for 3 years. It's a deal by any commitment.
Send it up.
You got it? We got a deal?
I got it. I think we do.
No, I don't want to see her think. Come on, Robert, man. You're a man of commitment. Listen, I'm a Marine. I used to be a prior U.S. Marine. Either you go all in or you're all out, right? There's no sticking your toe in the water. If I'm going to spend the time and write this up and I spend the time on the phone.
If you don't want me to stick my toe in the water, give me the whole 20.
Come on, man. Huh?
Is that a deal?
Give you what? Give what? What's the deal? Wait, say that again.
You don't have to carry the 5.
Okay, so you're telling me you'll sign it right now with $20,000 down and get it done? No if in, no questions, no in, all in?
All in.
Okay. You got a deal.
Bingo.
We'll send it over. It's going to be a DocuSign, right? Because I know you got to go somewhere in 20 minutes, right? But I got your commitments, so we're good. So I know. So I'm going to tell these other guys that that we're not interested in their properties anymore. That we're going to work on your property. So we're going to send you the DocuSign, right? Do you have an email? Yeah, Gia's got it. So we'll send you the email with it. We'll put the $20,000. We'll carry the 130 for 3 years, and we got a deal. And then we'll fly up to Vegas and we'll get the sucker closed.
Bingo.
All right, Robert.
I'll talk to you.
I'm excited for you, man. You sold your property of 20 years. I'll go up there. I'll shake your hand, and we'll go eat some Italian.
Excited for you.
You're excited for me. I'm excited for you. All right, well, go. What was that? Yeah, go have some fun with the poker with those guys with the Alzheimer's, and that's actually really good of you to do that. So I appreciate it.
That's what I do. That's what I do now. I play in worship bands, and I play at Alzheimer's places. That's how I. That's what I do, man.
You're living right. You sound sharp. As long as you're living right, it's good. Because you know what? Someday we're not going to be here. We got to answer to someone, don't we?
Praise the Lord.
Absolutely. And I don't want to be the guy standing there and say you were not a good and faithful servant.
No.
Right. No.
So, all right, man. Well, I appreciate your word. Appreciate what you're doing, and we'll get the software over to you. Is that cool?
You got it.
All right. Thanks, sir.
You have the number, and call me anytime, and as soon as I get it, I'll give you a call.
All right. Thank you so much.
Okay. Good work.
All right, God bless. Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Appreciate it. That's how you close the deal.
It's the one and only Digo Double G.
I can't do that.
I got his commitment. I got his word.
Yes,
I made him his word.
Yes.
Right? And I got him. He was iffy there, right? And he was iffy on the $5,000. So I had to get him over the hump, you know?
Okay, but see, like, I would have never offered that much money, though, because now we're in it for $150,000 for 3 years.
Yeah, but that's all right. We got. There's potential equity there. It's a house for $200,000, and there's cash flow is out the yin.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
Because of the cash flow. Okay. All right, good. So I'll write up the seller finance and send it over.
Send it.
Woot woot.